So you asked about everyday foods. Here's sous vide eggs, right? And you know, of course, it's cooked sous vide, and you could say it's sort of like poaching, but really, it's not that. It's a sous vide egg supreme. All right. One thing that's really neat about this, you can tell, is we just took the egg and we just put it in the water bath. So you don't need a bag. How easier can it be? You put this in the bath, and you go take a shower, and you have a beautiful poached egg breakfast. You can see, and the egg comes out, and it's really just top the top of the egg off, and it just, you know, is going to slide right out. All right, there you go. And actually, that's neat that it came out like that, because if you look at the yolk, it's totally pliable. It's pliable, and that's a texture that you can't get any other way. So it's a sous vide egg. You're gonna have to go to your breakfast spot and say, I would like toast and sous vide eggs, please. So Mary Dan, I love the term. Now it's time to massage our scrambled eggs.
Because I love to play with my food.
Exactly, and who doesn't like a good massage? All right, so you can see that the scrambled eggs went into the pouch and just got sealed. And you can see that sort of beautiful texture sort of developing inside of the bag. And really, it's as simple as just sort of massaging that bag and making, as Mary Dan said, the most beautiful, classic French bain-marie, creamy scrambled eggs. I think this is ready to plate, actually.
I think so, too.
Yeah, so let's plate some of these.
Well, I was going to ask, I cook scrambled eggs a lot. I have a young son at home, and I'm also 7 months pregnant. So I'm going to
you'll have 2 at home.
Right, I'm going to be a busy mom. And doesn't it just make sense to just, you know, cook your scrambled egg on a pan? I mean, it's more convenient.
It's actually not. And the reason is because this part you're going to do no matter what. You're going to whip up the eggs. After you've done this part, you've put them in the bag, you've sealed them and stuck them in there, you're free to go follow that toddler running all over the kitchen. Whereas in a pan, you'd be stirring, you'd be flipping, you'd be scraping, or you'd be burning.
Right.
So, you know.
Plus, what a time saver. I mean, I'm here just taking the scrambled eggs right from the bag, so we haven't used a pan at all.
Right. And these are soft and like custard. They're not runny at all. And it's a mouth sensation that you just don't get anyway except with the Sous Vide Supreme.
Right.
Dig into those and tell me what you think about that texture.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen scrambled eggs look so elegant.
I'm still loving on my poached egg over here.
I love that.
This is the one I'm going to jump in and eat a little bit.
This is so
They're
good.
so good.
Texture's perfect.
See?
Yeah.
They're not
Perfectly
runny.
done.
They're not runny at all. They're not wet. They're
over
creamy.
textures.
That's the difference. They're totally creamy.
I love the word custard too. I think that's come out a few times. Like, isn't that just one of those food words? It's like, oh, custard.
But it still has.
And you know, like when you cook eggs on the stovetop, you like cook them, and then it doesn't taste like an egg, so then you have to add even more salt and pepper. This still tastes like an egg.
They taste like the pan.
Right. And speaking of eggs that taste like pans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It looks more like that.
Wow, I mean, I've never seen that together like that. And look at I mean, that's a pretty dramatic difference.
Incredible.
Well, you're not going to see it much longer.
When you expose the eggs, which do have delicate fats in them too, to the heat of a pan, you oxidize the cholesterol that's in the egg, which good cholesterol, unoxidized cholesterol, is actually very good for you. And oxidized cholesterol is actually very not good for you. So doing them this way, gently, you don't expose them to the high heat, you don't oxidize the cholesterol. So that's why these have a green tint to them and these don't.